So let me share my screen. I think all of you can see it. So the story starts after Rama's coronation, as king of Ayodhya. Hanumanji stayed there and showed a lot of eagerness to do the services of Rama. There was no chance left out for others, like Shatrughna, Bharata, and Lakshman. So they went and asked Mother Sita, what to do? We want to serve our Prabhu, Sri Ram, but we have no way of serving. Hanuman is doing all of it. They asked Mother Sita, but Sita was also could not do any service to his Prabhu. So they decided to make a service schedule, and they divided the service among themselves, and they left out Hanuman. So all of them broke their heads, used all their intelligence, and wrote all the services from the morning until Rama goes for rest. They gave the schedule to Sita Devi to get the approval from Rama. When Rama saw the list, he saw that Hanuman's name is not there. He found out what his brothers were trying to do, but simply he smiled and he accepted. He asked what to do. Sita Devi told to sign. Rama signed. And now they put that poster on the notice. So now the next day, Hanumanji comes. At the morning, Hanumanji comes. Oh, even I want to do some service. This is when they all do it. So now he comes. Even I want to do some service. But then, so he went to go and press Rama's feet. But then Lakshman stopped him. This is Shatrughna's job. It is not your job. You can go check your job on the list. When Hanuman read the list, there was no job for him. So then he asked, what can I do jobs that are not there in the list? So Lakshman told, yes, sure. He was 100% sure that there was no job left for him. So then Hanuman came up. I will snap my fingers whenever my Lord yawns to protect him from the evil effects. So now Hanuman will always have to stay with Rama because you don't know when yawn will come. So Hanuman went wherever Rama was going. Now when it became night and they were about to sleep, when Hanuman came in, Rama was about to sleep, and then Mother Sita said, this is my place. Now can you please go? But Hanuman says, no, this yawning service is even more important at the night. Now only most of the yawns come. So Hanuman is still staying there, sincerely doing his job. But then Prabhu Sri Ram saw this and told that, Hanuman, you go and take rest. Because Rama only told, Hanuman went and took rest. But he did not want to take rest. He still wanted to continue his service. So he was saying Ram, 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 Ram. Like that he was just chanting. Then at that time, Rama started yawning repeatedly. Soon Rama's mouth locked wide open in a monster yawn. Rama collapsed in exhaustion. Then everybody came and were perplexed. Rishi Vashishta understood that Hanuman is missing. He understood the situation. And that too, Hanuman is missing in this place. So they all searched for Hanuman and they located him in the balcony. So Hanumanji saw the condition of his Raman. Immediately he stopped snapping his fingers. At that instant, Rama closed his mouth. Then all the brothers and Sita Devi realized the determination of Hanumanji's service to his Lord, and they decided that they would not interfere in that. So this is the story. So now let's see what you all understood I would like all of you to share your understandings. Wait, how would I? Okay.
Thank you, Kritik, for sharing such a wonderful story. Before going to that part, do any of you have any questions for Kritik? Okay. Chirantan, you have a question?
No, I want to tell my understanding.
Oh, okay.
1 second, let me check what is. Can I tell? Let me share it again.
Yeah. So now, as we are following the lucky 3, will be telling what they understood, but the others also should and can share their understanding in the group, as it will help you in gaining RK points. So it's just few days away, the challenge cup. So also please share your understanding in the group. Here, 3 of you can share your understanding. Snigdha and Chirantan have raised their hand. Anyone else who wants to share your understanding?
Can you share my understanding?
Not for the because you only told the story. So, yeah. So Chirantan, Snigdha, and Tejas. So others, as I told, please share your understanding in the group in the form of voice message, as it is really important. We are approaching the end of the Prahalada Cup. So please share your understanding in the group. Yes, Chiran, please go ahead.
Moral, I think my understanding is that first point is dedication. So we should always be dedicated to the Guru, whatever matters. And second one is we should not be jealous of others.
Wonderful, wonderful, Chirantan. Next is Snigdha.
Can you repeat the story again, and then I will share my understandings?
What is the second point of Chirantan's? We should not be jealous.
Snigdha, in the interest of time, the recording will be shared, so you can listen to that and you can share it in the group. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We should not.
So is there anyone else who wants to share your understanding?
Tejas has raised the hand.
Yeah, like other than Tejas, anyone else? Okay. Yes, Tejas, you can share.
We should not be like we should not transfer the work to someone else and say, oh it's your work, you should help, and only then anyone else. So you should equally distribute the work to everyone. You should not just say, hey, you do this work, you do all of it, and I'll do a little bit of this work. Both of you should help each other. So you should distribute the work equally. We should distribute the work equally within all of us. Yes.
Oh.
Namit, now that we have only 2 shared, we could also have Kritik share, right?
Yeah, sure. Kritik, you want to share your moral from your point of view? You can share.
No, but my moral is like already told by Chiran.
Oh, okay, fine. Like if you have small modifications also, you can tell.
No.
Okay. Thank you, Kritik, for that story. It was really nice, and I hope all of you enjoyed that. Now we come back to the shloka part. I know it's been a while, and now we are back with the shlokas. So, who would like to volunteer for the shlokas? Sure, Kritik. I'll just share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. So all of you, please sit straight, join your hands, close your eyes, and Kritik will be repeating the shloka after me. So you can chant along with Kritik. So let's start.
Namit,
Yes, sir.
are we not supposed to do the 4th chapter shloka?
No, actually, last session we had done Ananya's Chintayantoma. So so that's why actually after that in the YouTube series which you have done, it's this shloka.
No. So, as of now, Evam Parampara Praptam is completed. Today it is supposed to be 4.3. Sa Evayam Mayate Adya. So maybe you have looked at some other group.
Oh, okay. That what I looked is about the Shat Sampati. Which shloka was that? Was it
That was for 4.2.
4.2? Okay.
So
I think
today it is supposed to be 4.3.
Okay.
Are you okay to take up 4.3 or do you?
4.3, yeah, that's what I'm not prepared with it.
Okay, all right. Let me share my screen.
Sorry, not 4.3, the one after 4.3. The YouTube videos are yet to be uploaded. That's my fault. But we've completed 4.3.
Have we completed 4.3?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is 4.6 today. So Kritik, would you like to repeat? Yeah. All of you, please sit straight, close your eyes, and repeat after Kritik. Ajopi sannavyayātmā
sannavyayātmā
bhūtānām Ishvaropi san prakritim swamadhishthāya sambhavamyatma mayaya. Let us repeat now, line by line. Is that okay with you? Ajopi san avyayātmā bhūtānām ishvaropi san.
Ajopi
San avyayātmā.
Ajopi sannavyayātmā bhūtānām ishvaropi san
Prakritim swamadhishthāya sambhavamyatma mayaya.
Prakritim swamadha adhishthāya sambhavamyatmaya
Sambhavamyatma mayaya.
Sambhavatmyamayaya.
Let us break it. Let us make it smaller. Sambhavamyatma
Sambhavamyatma
mayaya.
mayaya.
Okay.
Sambhavamya.
Can you read out the meaning?
Although I am unborn, the Lord of all living entities, and have an imperishable nature, yet I appear in this world by virtue of Yog Maya, my divine power.
Can you also read out word by word meaning?
Ajah, unborn, api, although, son, being so, avyayātmā, imperishable nature, bhutanam, of all beings, or all beings, Ishvara, the Lord, api, although, son, being, prakritim, nature, swam, of myself, adhishthaya, situated, sambhavami, I manifest, Atmamayaya, by my Yoga Maya power.
Thank you, Kritik.
Thank you, Ji.
What is that Sri Krishna is teaching us here? First of all, Sri Krishna is talking about his nature. His nature means what? About God nature, or your unchanging nature, the unchanging nature in you. So, what is unchanging? Let us take a simple example. Right now, you all may be in some particular class. So you may be in 5th class, 6th class, 7th class, like that. You may be in some class. Last year, you were in some other class. Next year, you will be in some other class. So the classes are changing. Maybe last year you were in 5th grade. This year you are in 6th grade. Next year you will be in 7th grade. However, your friend, one of your friend, the friendship with that friend, is that changing? So you have the same feeling towards your friend. Oh, he or she is my friend. The feeling of friendship is not changing. So like that, in life, there are some things which are changing, some things which are not changing. That which does not change within you is your true nature. That which changes within you is not the true nature. As an example, your body is continuously changing. Your mind, that is also continuously changing. But you as awareness, who is aware of all this change? So that awareness, that is who you are, and that is not changing. That is the unchanging aspect in you. That Sri Krishna is pointing out, first of all. And that unchanging aspect in you is in all the things in the world, in all the people, in all the plants, all the animals, mountain, whatever you look at, in all, it is the unchanging aspect of the Lord that is present. What is functioning as awareness in you, that same power is in all. That is the first thing that Sri Krishna is helping us to understand. Next thing is, you see all this change, body, your own body, or the tree, the mountain, the river. So they all seem to be changing. And they also are nothing but by the power of God only. And that power of the God is called as Yoga Maya. Yoga Maya means which is enabling all these things that you see to appear. I would like to give a simple example. You may have seen so many ornaments made of gold. It may be let's say a nose ring, a earring, a necklace, a finger ring. Like that, so many different kinds of ornaments are made from gold. The gold itself appears as all these ornaments, is it not? And the gold never is perishing. The ornament may perish. So you may lose your finger ring, or your finger ring, you may one day decide, okay, let me change it into a nose ring. The form is changing, but the gold in that particular form, that is never perishing. That is not changing. Much like the feeling of friendship you have for your friend. One of your friend may not be in your class anymore, may have gone to some other school or some other place. But the feeling of friendship you still have. So like that, Sri Krishna is showing you and me what is permanent in us and what is changing in us. Let me pause here. Is there any question from anyone about what has been said so far? Yes, Kritik.
So that pure awareness is there in living things or even like other just things like a pencil box or a pen?
It is in everything. So how it is in everything? So depending upon the nature of that particular thing, it expresses in different ways. I'll give a simple example. So now, you all have seen movies, correct? You've gone to a movie theater. You've seen a movie. So when you first go to a movie theater, there is a screen. And if, let's say, I only put light onto the screen from the projector, nothing appears on the screen. That is like a pure light. But now, when I'm projecting, if I bring a film in between the light and the screen, then whatever is in the film comes onto the screen. Is it not?
Yes.
That what is there in the film is like the mind. So like that, pure awareness, pure light, depending upon the nature of the mind. So mind means what? Mind means various kinds of forms and memory. So depending upon that particular object, when that light shines through that object, it functions. So in a stone, the level of consciousness is very low. In a plant, it is more. In an animal, even more. In a human mind, much more. So like that, the same consciousness is there. But depending upon the object, it may appear differently. Does that answer your question? You're not audible, Kritik.
Yes, Ji. So the awareness level of different things looks like it has no awareness.
It looks like that, but it is not so. It all depends upon. As a simple example, even among people, you will notice different levels of awareness. No, sometimes some people would be more interested in only sleeping. They're not really interested in knowing what is happening around. And if you ask them any question about what happened yesterday, let's say in your city or in India, they may not have any awareness. They may simply look at you. Why? Because now they have not shown that interest to learn. Is it not? So
Yeah.
in a way, a very inert awareness. In them, that power is there, but they're not using that.
True.
Whereas in some people, they're very interested to learn about everything. They ask questions, they talk to others, they find out more. They show a lot more ability to learn. The same power is there. Another example through which you can understand this easily. See, electricity is the same. But when it goes through a fan, it rotates the fan and gives cool air. But the same electricity, when it goes through a fridge, it makes the things inside the fridge become cooler. Same electricity, when it goes through a television, it shows some movie. So same electricity, but the effects are different. So the effect is because the design of those instruments is different. Much like how the design of different minds is different. Does that clarify?
Yes, Ji.
Wonderful. Any other question? Anybody? All right. If there are no more questions, would love to listen to your understanding one by one. So let's begin from Kritik himself. He has already raised his hand.
So everyone has a body, but the body keeps on growing, but the inner feeling that I am is there never changes. And Krishna says this many times.
Correct. And that feeling of I amness is the pure awareness. Is your unchanging true nature.
So that's what they say. I am not the body. I'm not the mind. I'm not the intellect.
And I am pure awareness. Shivoham. Very nice. Thank you, Kritik. Kirtana?
Vijayji, so what is unchanging is the true nature, that is the pure awareness. And what is changing is not the true nature, that is, for example, the mind and the body, which will keep on changing, but the pure awareness will not change. And all the things in this universe have the pure awareness, which is the only thing that is unchanging.
Correct. Thank you very much, Kirtana. Snigdha?
Yeah, so in life there are some things which changes and do not change. So for example, as you said, our grades always change. So now I might be in 5th grade, but next year I might be in 6th grade, and last year I was in 4th grade. So it always changes. But there are some things which never change. Like, let's say, if a person is very humble, that will never change, because that's their personality, and a personality doesn't change. But let's say, for example, they're kind of rude and all this stuff, that may not change. But if they really want it to change, it will change within them. So as I said, there are some things which change and never change. So as you grow up, like, your body starts to change, and like your brain becomes bigger, and you'll get more knowledge and all, and even your age starts to change. So there are like many examples of how things change around you. So few years back, there used to be no television or no phones. Then never used to exist. But now everything has changed in the world. Now they've invented so many inventions. So this is what I wanted to say, and this is what I understood from the shloka. So there are
Okay.
many things that change.
Okay. I want to clarify one thing here. So what you referred as the personality. So even the personality can change. What is personality? Personality is nothing but some common behaviors. When you interact with someone, you may say, oh, they always talk very softly, kindly. That is their personality. Or you may say, oh, somebody dresses so stylishly, always very neatly. That is their personality. Or you may say, oh, this person is very, very good with usage of English words. That is his or her personality. Like that, we usually use the word personality to refer to something that we are able to observe. The point I want you to notice is, in all that, even the behavior can change. As an example, a person may be acting very humble. However, let's say, for example, a person may be acting very humble. Imagine, a situation where the person is, let's say, like a beggar. Okay, a person doesn't have food, so he's very humble. He comes and begs. And the moment the stomach is full, if let's say somebody else is talking to him, he may not be so humble as when he was begging. So therefore, what is unchanging, you have to examine a little more carefully. So as an example, I will ask you, between sound and silence, which is changing and which is unchanging?
Between sound and silence.
Yeah. Which one comes and goes? Which one cannot really come and go? Which is always there?
Silence is always there, and sound will come and go.
Excellent. So now you see, you have recognized in this question what is changing, what is unchanging. Another question I would ask you. So, is love natural or hate natural?
Love.
Love.
Okay, very good. Now let me ask you another question related to that. What do you mean by natural?
Natural means like something which comes within.
Excellent, very nice. Something that is there within. See, hate is something that you learn because of some differences, correct?
Yeah, and also hate comes if like somebody has a bad personality, then you'll start hating that person.
So like that, it is a learned behavior. So anything that you learn and you gather is changing, but something that is there within. So your awareness of I am, for example, if I ask you, are you there? Do you exist? Do you need to go to some book or some mirror to find out whether you are there?
No.
You know it by yourself. You know it by yourself, right?
Yeah.
So that is natural. Just like that, love is natural. Nobody can teach you about love.
Yeah,
But depending upon situation, hate can happen. Correct?
hate also happens if like if the person or you yourself is jealous of somebody, then you can
Correct.
also start hating them.
Correct. So like that, now in this example, hate is changing, love is natural. Correct?
Yeah, you don't need to teach somebody how to love someone else. Comes from
Like
within.
that, now you will start noticing what is unchanging, natural in you, and what is changing. So what Shri Krishna is saying here is, I am aware of my pure, unchanging nature. So therefore, even when I am taking birth as a form, so here Shri Krishna has appeared, no? Even when he has taken birth, he has no confusion about the form that he has taken, because he knows that the form will continue to change. Is that clear to Snigdha now?
Yeah.
Wonderful, Snigdha. Thank you very much for sharing your understanding.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm understanding.
Rohan? You're not audible, Rohan. Until you figure out your audio issue, we'll listen to Tejas and come back to you. Tejas?
What I wanted to say is actually everyone else said most of the stuff I wanted to say, but Krishna is talking about like how he came here, like about stuff that he wants to do to help everyone else. So through his knowledge of Yoga Maya, which is his divine power, he decided to come here and help the Pandavas and clean most of the world of unhappiness. So he comes in the form of an avatar. So people think he is like a person who is who can be born here and can die, which is somewhat true up to an extent, but Krishna wanted to come in the forms of people, so he could teach people easily. So that's what I wanted to say.
Wonderful. Very nice. Thank you, Tejas.
Thanks.
Namit?
Yes, sir. So what I understood is that all of us have that I, like Kritik told, that we all have that I. We use I so many times, like countless number of times. So that I is common, and even Krishna also tells us about that. There's no birth or death, for the Atma, there's no birth or death, because Krishna is telling that I am unborn. So that means there's no birth or death. And like you gave the example of electricity being applied in fan, refrigerator, and TV. The same way, the Atma appears in different forms. Here, Krishna has appeared in the human form to establish dharma in the society where there was the decline of dharma. So the same way, even we as our true nature, the Atma, appear in different forms, because like it like many people may think like, how is it even possible, like Atma is just single, even though if it may be very infinite in size or something, or there might be no size, still how can it be in so many people? It should be in only one person, right? So but the Atma appears in various forms. The same, like, just like the electricity, the same electricity comes in different forms. The same way, when the Atma also appears in different forms, but deep inside us, our true nature is the same.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Namit.
Thank you.
Shreyas? Not able to hear you, Shreyas. Shall we come back to you after listening to others? Pannaga?
Yes. More than my understanding, I just did not understand the first line, which meant like although I'm unborn. So yeah, how can you say like we aren't unborn? That
Okay.
part.
Okay. So what does unborn mean? Unborn means you cannot determine when it was born. So for example, when do you say a tree is born? When you start seeing it, correct? Maybe as a plant, when you start seeing it. So now I can ask you, before it started emerging as a plant from the ground, it was there as a seed, correct? So,
Yes.
but when you open the seed, can you see the plant there?
No.
You cannot see the plant. but the plant is there. Otherwise, how could it come up?
Yeah.
It is not in that form, in the form that you see as a plant, correct?
Yeah.
So in a way, we can say, it really, the power to come as a plant, is not born at all. But when it appears as a plant, you can say, oh, that power is taking birth as a plant.
Okay.
Is that bringing clarity?
Yeah.
Yeah. So another example, electricity itself. So before it starts flowing in your wire as electricity in your home, where it is there in the, let's assume, the electricity is produced by water, running water. So it's already there in the running water. So you cannot see it. See, when you keep your hand in the running water, it doesn't give you a shock, correct?
Yeah.
It doesn't give you a shock. But when the same running water in the hydel power plant, you may be aware how the electricity is produced. Water is made to fall on big rotating turbines. And when the rotating turbines turn inside some magnetic field, that produces energy, that produces electricity. So in a way, that electricity is already there in the water also. But it is not seen. But when it flows through the wire and when it makes your fan run or your mobile charge, you say, oh, I can see the electricity, right? So in a way, it is not really born. Electricity is not really born. However, when you see the effect, you say, electricity is there.
Yeah.
You don't say electricity is born. You say electricity is there.
Yes.
Does it bring clarity to Pannaga's question?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Anything else?
No.
Thank you. Then, how about Sanvi? Does Sanvi have anything to share?
No, sir.
Okay. How about Vidisha? Does Vidisha have anything to share? Vidisha, not able to hear you. Your voice is not audible. Okay, looks like Vidisha also is unable to unmute. How about Megha? Does Megha have anything to share?
Sir, actually, I had to quit in the middle of the class because of some issues, so I couldn't understand the whole thing.
Okay, no problem. You can listen to the video, you can see the video, and then you can share your understanding in the group also.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Okay. Then, who else we have not heard? Rohan, we have not heard. Rohan, are you able to unmute?
Sir, he has shared his understanding in the chat.
Okay, all right. Great. So if every one of you have shared, and if there are no more questions, then shall we end this contemplation of the shloka? Namit, shall we end?
Yes, sir, sure.
So can I share?
Yes, Kritik?
So one more is everyone is Atma, means God. So whatever others say is the teaching of God.
Can you clarify what you are saying?
So you tell that Atma is Shivoham. Shivoham is Lord Shiva. So God. So whatever, and there is Atma in everyone. So whatever anyone is saying, that is the teaching of God. But you have to take in the good ones and not the bad ones.
You have to, Because, there's also power of the discrimination that has been given to you. So you need to learn how to discriminate. Correct. Wonderful. So, Namit, back to you. Let me stop sharing.
Yes, sir.